Sometimes you really have to look yourself in the mirror while you crying, grabbing your chest, sliding down the wall, and say, girl, why are you so damn dramatic? Like, I have had so many situations where I suppressed my emotions. And then when I finally started to learn to engage my emotions at their rawest, most current form in that moment, I have started to realize sometimes I have a bad habit of having a flair for the dramatic. Like, girl, calm the fuck down. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Girl, get the fuck up. On the floor rolling around like that. Like you ain't got no sense. Get the fuck up. Because honestly, y'all, I think we all need to hear this at different times. Baby, it ain't worth it. That person that you sad about ain't worth it. The situation that you sad about ain't worth it. The opportunity you feel like you didn't receive ain't worth it. It was not for you. Sometimes stuff is not for you, and sometimes it's not for you at that moment, and it's not your moment yet. And at the end of the day, keep pushing, keep it trucking. Life goes on, right? So the biggest thing I want to talk about today is that no matter what, you have to continue to show up for yourself despite whatever circumstances are in the moment. Whatever's going on with you right now, I promise you, you will be all right. Hear me when I say, I promise you, you will be all right. And sometimes it is okay to give yourself grace and take a step and say, okay, I'm not going to be this high achieving person in this moment right now. At max, I'm going to give myself a week. I'm going to give myself a week to be sad, to be angry, to feel all the emotions, to let everything wash through my head and to think about this and to be depressed and to say, I'm not going to do my schoolwork. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to allow myself to fall off the wagon just a little bit. But after that week, after whatever timeline you've given yourself, you need to get the fuck back up and you need to get to what you need to be doing, right? And y'all, this is also me talking to myself because I have been having a rough time recently, and I've also been trying to rush myself through the experience and through the feelings and trying to say, why am I still feeling this way? Why am I still crying? Why am I still upset? Why can't I just get over it? And sometimes you need the time to feel your emotions. Sometimes you need that time to slide down the wall. You need that time to scream and cry and be heard, and you need that time. But after that time, you need to get back on track. You need to get back to what you know you're supposed to be doing, and you need to not allow yourself to become a failure. I feel like at its truest form, what a failure really is somebody who will watch their self, like watch everything around them just fall apart and just say, oh, well, it just is what it is. Things just don't work out. No, baby, you're right. In life, sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes relationships don't work. Sometimes you might lose the job. Sometimes you might not get the job. Sometimes a friendship might fall apart. You might feel betrayed. Sometimes family isn't there for you the way you want. Sometimes things aren't going the way you want it to be. But guess what? Get up. Keep going. Keep making it happen. Keep putting your best foot forward. Keep trying. Approach it from a different corner. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. At the end of the day, everything doesn't have to be the way that you think that it's supposed to be. Sometimes something didn't go the way that you wanted it to go because it wasn't meant to go that way. Sometimes that wasn't meant for you because God had something so much greater for you. And we've all been there thinking that, oh my God, why didn't I get this? Why didn't I get that? Or feeling a little bit jealousy towards the next person because you swear that something was for you or you wanted, or baby, guess what? Sometimes you ain't putting enough work. Sometimes it's not your opportunity. Sometimes there's something better around the corner. And you really have to ask yourself when you're going through these motions of life, because life is nothing but going through the motions and picking yourself back up. A just man falls 7 times and gets back up 8, right? So you're going to have hard experiences in life. But you have to ask yourself, how long will I let myself be down? What is my timeline? Like, I've had to really tell myself at different times, okay, I'm going to give myself like 3 days. I'm going to give myself like a few hours. I'm going to give myself a week. because I'm not going to let this be the thing that breaks me. This is not what is going to break me. And if you let situations in life break you, you cannot let them break you for that long. Because we've all been there. I've been a crash out. I've been a hopeless romantic. I've been a depressed teenager. I've been all of it. And still in my life, I've had no choice but to overcome it, because I had to realize that I was the only person that was going to come save me. I couldn't wait around and hope that a man would come pick me up, or that family would come do something, or that somebody would take pity on me. No, I had to get the hell up. I had to say, what am I going to do about this situation? How can I change this? How can I become better? How can I use this as fuel to get to the next stage that I need to in my life? What can I learn from what I'm experiencing right now? What does God want me to see in this season? What is here? Like, what am I missing? Because sometimes the reason why you're going through something, or the reason why you're going through something for so long, or what you think is so long, is because there's a lesson to learn and you're not paying attention. We can't all just go through life la-di-da-di-da and just like, oh, things are happening to me and I don't know why they're happening to me. No, sometimes you need to take your head off of a swivel. You need to be grounded. You need to take a step back and say, why am I experiencing what I'm experiencing? Or why do I keep going through these same things with the same people, or different people, but the same situation? Why am I having these things in life, these shortcomings? What lesson is there to be learned here? What am I doing wrong? And I don't ever want anybody to approach life as like blaming yourself for every single thing that goes wrong, because it can never fully be your fault and it can never fully not be your fault. So you have to be willing to take accountability, but you also have to be willing to say, yeah, sometimes things are out of my control, but what is the lesson here? People come into your life for a reason, a season, a lesson, or a blessing. And sometimes somebody is in your life to serve as your karma. Sometimes somebody's in your life to show you how much you don't love yourself. Sometimes somebody's in your life to show you some things that you need to learn about yourself, or they're there to show you like, okay, well, how can I view life differently? How can life become so much better for me, right? But you have to be willing to take that step back and to pay attention. And sometimes, I don't know, y'all. There's so many different issues that you can experience in life. I'm not just talking about with people. I'm talking about just like life whooping your ass. And it's okay to slide down that wall and to crash out a little bit sometimes. Hell, sometimes it's a little fun to crash out. But then, girl, you got to get the fuck up. And you can't allow your life experiences and then what others think about you because of what you've been through in life to set you back, or to tell you you're not going to keep going, or you're too embarrassed to start over. You're too embarrassed to be seen trying. You're too embarrassed for people to know this or know that about you, or what will they say? No, get up, keep going. Some of my biggest accomplishments have come after people were so brutally disrespectful and unnecessary towards me. And they were talking about me. I should have been embarrassed, but hell, I just didn't have no shame in the situation, because I'm like, none of y'all are helping me. All you have to do is just talk about me right now. So what is that helping the situation? I still got to get up and make something happen. Baby, every month, the bill's going to keep coming. Every year, life is going to keep passing. And if you're going to let what others have to say about you, your past, or your current, or whatever, what they think is going to be your future, nobody has a say. And you can't let what people are going to think about you, what they thought about you, or whatever it's going to be, to cripple you in life. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. You have to decide, I'm going to persevere no matter what anybody has to say about me. And you got to tell yourself, hey, if I've made it this far, that literally means that I have overcome every single bad situation that I've experienced. Sometimes we don't even think about that. Sometimes I'm in my current moments and I'm sad or I'm angry or I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough, I'm looking at the next person for maybe inspiration, and I might feel like a little twang of jealousy or something like that, or might feel like, hey, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But we don't acknowledge that in the current moment, the fact that you've made it to this moment, that means that you have overcome every single thing that has been sent to destroy you. It's time to take a step back and clap for yourself. It's time to take a step back and be like, you did a great job. You did an amazing job. No matter if you was crashing out along the way and now you've hit this point, you have done a great job. Who you were yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, however many years ago, whatever. You needed to be that version of you to get you to this point. And you have survived. You have made it through. You have overcome everything that was sent to destroy you. So I think that means that you're doing pretty damn good. And honestly, at the end of the day, if you can just always remember that, you'll be all right. I know sometimes you feel the shame. I know sometimes you feel the hurt, the heartbreak. I know sometimes you feel disappointed in yourself or in what situations were. You wish you could have controlled it better. But you have to be okay with the fact that some things are just out of your control. Sometimes we want things to go according to our plan, and our plan, we don't even know the plan that God has in store for us. We don't even know that what God wants for us is so much better than what we are willing to accept, what we think we even deserve, what we have taken thus far. We don't even know that. So sometimes things are not meant to go according to plan. Sometimes you're so down and hurt and frustrated that things aren't going your way, and you just need to get up and put the work in so that God can give you what you're supposed to get. But faith without works is dead. You cannot sit around saying, oh, I hope I'm going to become a billionaire. And then you just don't put any effort in anywhere. You just wait around for your knight in shining armor. You wait around for people to feel sorry for you and pick you up and give you an opportunity. That's not how it works. You got to get the hell up. You got to make it happen. You got to meet God halfway. You got to put that work in. And let me tell you something. Future you will appreciate the work that you choose to put in today. Who you are going to become soon enough, all the desires that you have, those burning, aching thoughts in your mind of who you want to be, you're sleepless at night because those things they're in your reach. You're able to acquire them if you just work towards it. God would not give you a vision that you cannot achieve. It wouldn't be in your mind or on your heart if it wasn't possible. You just got to figure out how to unlock it. You have to meet God halfway. You have to work towards it. You cannot let whatever the hell it is you're experiencing right now keep you from getting to where you need to go. Future you will look back and be like, damn, I am so happy I didn't let that break me. Current you, whatever situation you're going through, this has helped me. I swear to God, y'all. This has helped me through so many things, just telling myself this. I'll be in somewhere, going through something, and I'll be like, this is not where I end. This is not where I end. This will not be what breaks me. This will not be what ends me. This is not what will finish me. I will keep going. I am frustrated, but I am not broken. I might be a mess right now, but I am not broken. I might not feel as strong as I want to be, but I am not broken. Future you will appreciate you for the work that you put in today. So all you need to do is Give yourself that time. Give yourself that grace to feel everything that you need to feel right now. But after that, baby, I want you to get up. I want you to make it happen. I want you to set forth an action plan to get towards those dreams that you have and how you will acquire them. We're going into a new year. I want you to figure out, if you have to Google it, and figure out, how do I become the top Twitch streamer? How do I become a lucrative clothing designer? How do I become great at automotive repairs? Get on Google. Get on Instagram. Get on YouTube. Figure it out. Get up. Don't allow your current circumstances to keep you from who you know you're supposed to be. I know you're capable of it. We all know you are. If you've made it this far, you're capable of something. At least, shit, you're capable of staying alive. You'll be all right. The journey is hard. The journey is lonely. But you will be all right. And sometimes the best thing that you need for clarity, for learning exactly who you are, not who everybody else has dumped on you and made you think you are, who society has made you think you are, who TV and social media has made you think you're supposed to be. You need to be alone. You need to feel a little bit lonely. You need to realize who you are when nobody else is around to influence you. And you need to make the plan for who you're supposed to be. And you need to start working towards it. And if you got to do 1% every single day to get to where you need to go, there's 365 days in a year. Baby, you're going to be a lot further than where you are right now if you put in 1% every day. But let's try to do a little bit more than 1%. But always know that as long as you're working towards your goals, you're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. You're doing amazing, sweetie. So no matter what you're going through right now, I want you to get up and I want you to keep going. Peace and love.